I mean, Galileo, Einstein, maybe yourself, are rarer human beings that may have a different mode of accessing knowledge versus ordinary human beings where you may we may be talking. I wonder if we're talking past each other to say that it's like going to teaching, someone like an average person off the street, go do slam dunks. And he's like, oh, Michael Jordan can do slam dunks, but you just don't have the capacity to do the slam dunks. That doesn't mean that you can't engage in a wide variety of worthy activities that allow you to enjoy basketball, that allow you to play basketball, but you can't go do the slam dunk. It's like you're just missing that in your toolkit. How much do you think that's actually what's going on here as well, is maybe a differential in the difference in innate capacities that certain people have for philosophy versus just having a different toolkit available to them, which is empiricism, that they otherwise resort to as a second best?
Yeah, and I definitely wouldn't want to be elitist or
I don't think it's elitist at all.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
you
the
mean just
point is,
different
it's
people
not a
have.
value judgment. I'm saying that one is better. I'm not saying
Yeah,
that you or Galileo or Einstein is better than anybody else, but I'm saying that it just is a capacity question.
Absolutely. I think there are different skills, aren't there? There is the skills of the great mathematician. I'm not particularly good at mathematics myself. Or the skills of the experimental
Right.
scientist. And I think philosophy is a unique skill in its own right. It's with philosophy, we are thinking about real things like consciousness or knowledge or morality, but we're thinking of them in a very abstract way. We're trying to pin down the essential core of these things, and to do that we might think of them, we have these funny thought experiments. I mean, like the one Galileo had to prove Aristotle was wrong. We think of them in these weird sci-fi thought experiments, but the reason we're doing that is we're trying to sort of shock ourselves out of our ordinary assumptions about
Yeah.
consciousness or knowledge or morality, just pinning down, what is the core of these things? And that is something that is quite hard to do. It's something that I'm not good at a lot of things, but I think I've
Mhm.
always found that kind of intuitive, but it's also something you can get better at. You can get better at and the logical structure of arguments, mistakes in reasoning. That's something
Yeah.
that's quite objective, actually. We can identify what we call fallacies, errors in reasoning, and
Mhm.
these are what you can learn as you take a philosophy degree. So there are a lot of objective skills here. Obviously, there's so much controversy and disagreement in philosophy, but yeah, to an extent, it's aptitude. To an extent, there's these are skills you can hone. Plato, in one of his dialogues, had this famous section where he taught a slave boy to do mathematics, and this was supposed to show, we've got these inherent skills that you can train up even in the common man. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think it's a mix. It's like anything. I think it's a
Yeah, it's a
mixture of
mix.
both.
It's interesting when we think about the plural modes to accessing, knowledge, and there may be different frameworks that are not compatible to be tested via experimentation. Right? Does consciousness precede, the physical universe, or is consciousness emergent from physical attributes?